welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher.
So let's jump right into it.
We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is going on YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and welcome back to another video. Today, like always, we're here for the Hot 10 breakdown of the week. If you're not familiar with this video, what I do is I take the 10 hottest comics according to the Key Collector app, and I break them down one by one, letting you guys know if I'm a buyer here at these prices or if I'd be staying away or possibly even selling. Before I get into this hot breakdown though, guys, I have a couple of announcements. One, I may be doing like a live Q&A on Friday night. If you guys are interested in maybe asking me questions about certain books, asking me pricing, if I think something is a good buy, I'm thinking Friday night, maybe 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern time, around that time. If you guys are interested, drop me comments down below and maybe I could swing it and we'll jump on for like an hour and a half or so. With that said, if you are not a current subscriber of the channel and have been enjoying some of my videos, do me a favor, click that subscribe button for me because it does help the channel out and you will not regret it. Smash that like button on the way out, and of course turn on notifications because it lets you guys know when I post new videos. Last little announcement, as I said before, next Saturday, July 16th, I'm going to be at Gotham Underground in Ramsey, New Jersey, setting up a table, having some massive and small keys available for sale. Do me a favor, if you live in the area or driving distance, stop on by, say hello, check out some books, and let's just have some fun. With that said, we're going to start in here at number 10 is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1, the first appearance of the original Sinister Six. Of course, the original OG Sinister Six members are Doc Ock, Kraven, Vulture, Electro, Mysterio, and the Sandman. And a CGC 5.5 just sold last week for $3,450, which is the second highest sale at that grade of all time. You guys know I am a fan of all Amazing Spider-Man books. This one, I'm going to say the exact same thing, and it has really come down over the past 6 months or so. As soon as No Way Home passed and we didn't get confirmed a Sinister Six appearance, even though we got kind of 6 villains, this book has been dropping like a rock. Now, this is a nice high-grade copy at a 5.5. You really don't find them in this grade too often. Most of the ones I see out there are 1.0s, 1.5, 1.8s. But if you can afford this book, I think now's a great time to buy it with all the hype has passed. And I guarantee you at some point in the future, we're actually going to get a Sinister Six in a Spider-Man film or even in their own film from Sony. It may not be great, but hey, you know what? They're coming eventually. I think this is a great buy. If you'd rather not buy this book, I also say go out and get the first original appearances in their own books if you can. That is always the better buy, but I'm 100% a buyer of this book. At number 9 this week is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 194 and one of the most undervalued keys out there right now. Now, what I'm hearing is that the reason this book is on this list is the Black Cat. There is a rumor out there that she may appear in the Kraven movie. I hope that's the case because outside of that, I'm hearing some bad stuff about that movie. A CGC 9.2 just sold last week for $900, up 11% over the 90-day average. Now, a lot of these sales on this list this week are over the 90-day average, so be prepared. That means books are coming down. But some of these great keys can be bought just like this one. This is one of my faves out there. If you don't have a copy of this book, I would say go 8.0 or higher, but I would definitely add it if you don't have a copy. At number 8 this week is a copy of Incredible Hulk number 340 and this classic cover by Todd McFarlane in a CGC 9.0. Just sold last week for $300, up 22% over the 90-day average. I absolutely love this cover. It's one of my favorite books from the Copper Age. However, you could have had this book maybe about a year and a half ago for about $100. Now, at the same grade, 9.0, it's almost tripled in price. I love this cover. I love Todd, but there's no way anywhere near I'm spending $300 for this book. There's a lot of copies out there, and if I'm going to buy it, it's going to be in a 9.6 or a 9.8. I'm staying away at this price, even though I love the book and want it in my collection. At number 7 this week, I'm going to say ditto for what I just said. It is a copy of Fantastic Four number 112 and this awesome iconic cover by the great John Buscema and a CGC 7.5. Just sold last week for $575, up 34% since October. Man, these Fantastic Four keys are getting hot again. I reiterate what I just said, guys. This is a lot of money to spend just for the cover of this book. I know this is a great one with the all-black cover and, of course, the two characters going at each other. There's a Submariner book as well that's kind of very similar to this one. I picked up my copy about 3-4 years ago for $50, probably in the same grade. I'd stay away at this price. If you could find a cheap copy and you want to add it to the collection, that is the way I would go. This is like the second appearances to me. I love classic covers. I really do, but I don't want to pay up for them. I want to try to get a nice, cheap, presenting copy that I can keep in my collection and not have to shell out a ton of cash. At number 6 this week is a copy of Batman Adventures number 12 and the first appearance of Harley Quinn and a CGC 9.8. Just sold last week for a whopping $3,500, up 18% over the 90-day average. Now, I have owned this book in the past, but I still think that this book is too expensive for what it is. I know it is not as available as some of the others Copper Age keys out there, and I love the character of Harley Quinn. They've already done her in a movie, but this book, I think, has kind of reached its peak. Unless it's in the 9.8, I would stay the hell away from it. If it's not a 9.8, and if you want it and you love Harley, go after that 9.8. Other than that, I'm staying away. I think it's too much money to spend on this book. At number 5 this week is a copy of Fantastic Four number 52, and of course the first appearance of T'Challa as the Black Panther, and a CGC 9.0. Just sold last week for a crazy $13,000, tying the all-time high at that grade. I said a few weeks back that I would be dumping Black Panther books, and if there was one Black Panther book that I would hold on to, if it was going to be for the long term, it is this one. Do I want to own a copy of this book? Yes, I do. However, I'm waiting for after Black Panther Wakanda to come out because I do not know what's going to happen in that movie. Obviously, T'Challa is not coming back. I think eventually they'll pass on the mantle to somebody else. But what is it going to do to the price of this book? If you're willing to hold on to this one for the next 20, 30 years, then yes, by all means, go out and buy it. But if you're looking to buy this book and flip it within the next couple of years, I'm waiting for a better price. It is trickling down right now outside of a 9.0. But yes, I'm a buyer, but only at lower grades and only if you are willing to hold it. Other than that, I'm dumping it right here, guys. At number 4 this week is a copy of Boys number 1, and of course the first appearance of the iconic television show now, The Boys, and a CGC 9.8. Just sold last week for $465, up 23% over the previous 90-day average of $378. So this book is hot again upon Boys Season 3. I gotta be honest with you guys, I just couldn't get through Season 2 of The Boys, but I'm hearing Season 3 is freaking awesome. Do I want to own this book? If I could get a decent price at a 9.8, I'd probably pick it up. But again, I'm not spending close to $500 on a 9.8 copy of this one. What happens after the show is over? Is it going to keep going up long term? I don't know. All the hype right now around Season 3 is why this book is going up. For me, I'm just not interested. I'd rather save the money and put it towards something else. At number 3 on this list is a copy of Journey into Mystery, Annual Number 1, the first appearance of Hercules. And of course, this is also the first appearance of Zeus. Now, we do have confirmation that Zeus is in Thor Love and Thunder, but guess what? There's a spoiler out there that's saying that Hercules is going to be in Thor and Love and Thunder as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm pretty sure that there's something out there that I wouldn't go searching for. Regardless, a CGC 9.0 just sold last week for $4,560, up 19% since October. I've been hunting for this book for the better part of a year. Once I find it right now, it is too hot. It is too expensive. I don't want to spend the money anymore. I wanted to pounce on this book about a year ago, but the prices are just astronomical, and they seem to keep going up. Again, I would love to own the first appearance of Hercules in comics. I can't do it now. It's gone too high, too quick, and I'm staying away. At number 2 on this list is one of my all-time favorite keys. It is a copy of Iron Man number 1 and the origin of Iron Man, and of course, the first in his own title. And a CGC 4.0 just sold last week for $670, up 4% over the 90-day average. Again, I still think this is an undervalued key, and I'm glad to see it finally going up over the past months. I believe in the past couple of months, this has been on the list twice already, so somebody is starting to see that this book is really undervalued. If you want to spend close to $700 on this book, I'd be with you. I'm all in over this one. I have my copy. I'm glad I secured it way back when. But again, I would definitely be picking this book up. A nice Silver Age key that nobody is talking about. And at the top spot this week is a book that's been on the list for the past couple of weeks. It is a copy of Avengers #9 and the first appearance of Wonder Man. Again, we got the announcement that Wonder Man is going to get his own show on Disney+. Hopefully, it's better some of the shows that I'm seeing right now on Disney+. I think Ms. Marvel is okay so far. And the CGC 4.0 just sold last week for $485, up 18% since the prior week. This book has been flying up the charts for the better part of a month now. I gotta be honest with you guys. I think once this show airs and once we get the first inkling of him in that show, this book is gonna drop right back where it was before this list started. So with that said, you guys know I am staying away from this one. I'm not a Wonder Man fan. I don't think that people will gravitate to the character. A very minor character in my opinion. So to me, it's too much money to spend. I'm staying away. With that said, guys, it is now time for my best buy of the week, and I'm going to go with Amazing Spider-Man number 194, the first appearance of the Black Cat and Felicia Hardy. With rumors swirling around there that she's going to be in the Kraven movie, I'm hearing that she may be in the Madame Web movie. I have no idea. Regardless, eventually she's going to face Spider-Man in an eventual movie, whether it's in Sony or the MCU. It's got to happen. We have been yearning for this forever, and it's just about has to happen right about now. Okay, guys, that is the end of the Hot 10 breakdown of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A lot of great books on this list, and I gotta say, probably about 8 out of 10 of these books I want to own and I want them in my collection, but they're just too expensive for what they're going for right now, for what they are, in my opinion. But you, as always, use your judgment. If you guys want to own a book, don't let me stop you. Go out and get what you want. With that said, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.